Hello YouTube. So it is Michelle and it is my day 10, very low calorie diet, and I am excited to announce that I lost 2.4 pounds. I had a release of 2.4 pounds. So I did do my steak day, which I screwed up. I had heard about it and I had, asked you guys for some feedback, and obviously I didn't expect to actually get any. It's not like, oh, Michelle made a video, I need to go watch it and comment because she might have a question. So I figured that, I might get my answer in the next few days, which is why I was like, should I do it today? Should I not do it today? But I was like, you know what? You defrosted it. Just do it. So I should have looked into it further. And later on, I think it was Miss HCG Girl, had gotten back to me that Steph's Universe was the creator of this day and to go look at her video. So by the time that I had done that, I had already eaten my lunch and dinner, and it was time for me to do the mug cake part, which I had, I think it was through HCG Besties that I had gotten the original recipe for the mug cake. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I went to Steph's Universe and to get the recipe to make sure that I had the accurate recipe and then I had all the ingredients when it was time for dessert that night. And I ended up buying heavy cream because I had to go to Walmart for a few things, and I'll talk about that later on in the video. And so I made salads out of mine. So I figured that the biggest goal for the steak day was to eliminate as many carbs as possible. So I just didn't eat my Melba toast or gluten-free pretzels or any fruit or anything that was high in carbs. I just had my steak. I just sliced it into strips and had it over a bed of lettuce. So I probably had like a cup or a cup and a half of iceberg lettuce. And so I was at like 16 or 18 grams of carbs for the day, because I have been, since I started this diet, logging my calories again. And so I was at like, I can't remember if it was 16 or 18 grams of protein a day. And I use MyFitnessPal if anybody's interested. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I did. I had lettuce. So I made steak salads for both dinner and lunch. And I also used I make a coconut oil vinaigrette. And I used probably like a quarter of a cup of just white vinegar, some Truvia to kind of kill the bittery, vinegary taste, and then some, I think I used half a tablespoon of oil and some seasonings and some salt and some lemon juice sometimes. I'll throw in there too. And that makes me like 4, 5, 6 servings, because I use like a tablespoon at a time. So, yeah, I had that on top of my salad also. And then my mug cake, which I couldn't even eat the whole thing because it's pretty heavy. And after having dinner, I had about 4 ounces of steak per meal. But since I did go to Walmart yesterday, I had defrosted that steak, and so I tried to use it, and I did. I had my lunch with it, but I'm not a very big steak eater. The only steak that I actually thoroughly enjoy, that I would like eat all day, is filet mignon, and it's really the only steak that's recommended for me because I've had gastric bypass, and anything that's too fibrous or that can't be really chewed down to like a applesauce consistency, I shouldn't really try to eat meat-wise. And so it was really tough and really fibrous, and it took me so long to just chew the 4 ounces of steak. And so when it came for dinner, since I had to run to Walmart anyway, and the HCG Besties had ranted and raved about the John Souls fajita strips. They actually had something in Hawaii that I needed for my diet. Oh my god! So they had it at Walmart. They only had like the small little bags of like the deli size bags. So I bought both of them to try them, and so I figured this should be more tender than the steak that I have. So I ate that over my salad. I had 4 ounces of that for dinner, and then my steak, or my mug cake. And I did end up buying heavy cream just because I had to go to Walmart anyway. So yeah, it ended up working out well. I'm not telling anybody that they should make salads out of their, meals for their steak day, but it worked for me. I was still down 2.4. So I screwed it up, but I guess not bad enough. Because like I said, I was under 20 grams of carbs for the day, and ketosis is under 50, which brings me to my next topic. While at Walmart, I saw that you guys, or some of you guys, were using ketone strips, so I was like, ketone strips, never done it, I'm going to try it. Got these, used it this morning. When I went potty, after I woke up, I was between small and moderate traces of ketones, so I guess I'm in ketosis, which is good. I'm burning fat, not muscle. Supposedly that's how that's supposed to help you figure that out. So, yeah, I bought those, did that this morning, and I was like, oh wow, there's 50 in here. Like, I didn't even notice when I bought them. I was just looking for the strips. And these are the only ones they had. They're the Rely On strips. And they're like $7 or $8, so it wasn't that bad. And then since I haven't had any problems yet, but I've had problems in the past, and I'd never heard about this before until HCG Busties again mentioned it in one of their videos. I'm one of those people that if I find, I didn't know why I didn't think of this at first when I thought of the HCG diet. Maybe it's because I hadn't ever heard of it and it wasn't anything that anybody here had, recommended. It was something that my boyfriend's mom had recommended. I didn't think that it was as popular, and so I don't know why I didn't think to come to YouTube for research and to get some info. So when I found them, I have literally, it's almost done. I'm on like my 4th or 5th day, and I'm almost done with all of their videos. But so I've been watching their videos, and then a few here and there, like for recipes and stuff. But I've just been trying to focus on watching all their videos, and then I'll move on to the next person to watch all their videos, and the next person watch all their videos. And that's just how I do it when I haven't started their journeys, around, if it's not like something that just started that I could watch their updates every week or every day or whatever it is. So that's why I keep on talking about them, just because I've been watching their videos for the past 5 days straight and haven't really watched very many others other than people that have commented on me. I'll like watch their most recent video just to see, put a face to a name and see where they're at, and then I plan on finishing their videos also. So I have some video watching to do here soon. But anyway, again, with the HCG Besties, who I love so far, they had talked about the psyllium husk, which I was able to also find at Walmart. And I haven't had any problems releasing in that way. But I have had problems in the past, and since, I had the surgery and, my insides are all rearranged and reconnected, it's been really painful for me, just because, I think if this is too graphic, I'm sorry, I tend to just talk about stuff, and if it's TMI, la 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 la, that's what I suggest if you don't like it. So, since, I'm reattached and stuff, though I don't know if it's my incision, one of my incisions, my lower left incision, if I'm constipated, it's really, really painful and I get cramps. And I don't know if it's like where they reattached my intestine or what, but that's really bad when I'm constipated. So I saw that they were using this, I'd never heard of it, and I wanted to try it, and I haven't had any problems as of yet, but I heard that people have it in phase 3, where they have the constipation issues. So, if it arises, I have what I need. So, I'm going to try that. And then, I think that's it. Today I'm just going to go back to my regular, I don't do the 500 calorie, I do like 700 calories. Like I said, I up my protein. Just because for my weight loss surgery needs, I have always tried to get between 80 and 100 grams of protein in a day, and this diet will not stop me. Plus, I've seen and I got feedback from Steph's Universe that other people do up their protein. It's not just me. So, what I do basically is, like I said, I use my Fitness and I will calculate my calories for the day as if I were only eating 100 grams of protein and make sure that I'm still at 500, and then make sure that my additional calories are from protein and not from, oh, well, I had 20 Melba-Toast today, or, which I haven't been doing. And I really don't use the Melba-Toast unless it's more of like a breadcrumb type of a thing, just because I can't just eat dry toast like that. It's just, I can't. Although I saw that some people have been using it to make their chocolate delight. Might do that. I got the gluten-free pretzels, which honestly I've only eaten like 2 days, and it was like I had like 5 with my meal. It wasn't even like a half a cup serving like some people suggest that you can have, or some people's, nutritionist said it was okay or whatever. I had like maybe 4 or 5, and the serving is like 24 or something like that. So, yeah, I haven't been anywhere near that. But that brings me to my question for today, because I will have questions as I'm new to this world. So I made the chocolate delight, and I've been eating it. It's semi-pleasurable because I'm eating chocolate, but it's dark chocolate, and it's very bitter. And so I was stupid. I don't know why I didn't think that I could, but I didn't test it as I was preparing it. I just followed somebody else's recipe. And so it's not to where I would want it to be. And so I was thinking, I used, like the little aluminum muffin cups, and I filled them like 2/3 of the way, or 1/3 of the way probably, maybe 1/4 of the way. And I put some macadamia nuts, and I took about 10 of those pretzels, and I made like 20 of these cups. And I took about 10 of those pretzels, and I crushed them up, and I just, put them over the top with a little extra Truvia, but they're still not sweet enough. And so I was thinking of taking them out of the muffin tins, putting them in a microwave-safe bowl, letting them sit out and kind of get, room temperature, and then nuking them to liquid consistency again, and trying to add some more vanilla stevia and Truvia to them to sweeten them up a bit. And if anybody else has any other suggestions of what I can add to it to make it less bitter, please let me know. But that was my thought, or my thoughts with that were, I wonder if I can remake them without having to buy coconut oil again, because that's pricey. And I will eat these as is, but I know they would be way better if I could revamp my recipe. And I made a double batch like an idiot, thinking, I was so excited about chocolate, so oops. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, if you think that would be horrible, or if I could do it. And if I don't get feedback and I get desperate, I might just do it and tell you how it turns out. So, but hopefully somebody will tell me how they think or feel, or what they think about that. So, 2.4 release, down to 200.4 pounds. Hopefully praying that I'll be in Wonderland tomorrow. So, I'll update you tomorrow. And I hope everybody's doing well and having great releases. And bye!